Yaba nyina ma dwoma kwa ba efa emra Adom TV. No no about pausma adwiasa bere we dey say the big agenda dwumadi ebebrew. Dem nyina nsema odo a edi atitima ye pa. Ne so ewo mi yesefata sa abo akire edi nkomo pam nkiremu ye. Ena nwere betena se edi ho ekomedi de akwasi ensia. Okai 133. Okai the 24-hour economy. Okai se de bi nwuma bebu so ma Ghana mabunu anya dwuma aye. Masha ya fo adwom de atoma wie mapani asan ehefa afei eko big agenda de yeba ya bede nkobo etiaba bedi 24-hour economy ho enkomo babia adri his excellency John Dramani mama ednesa asha se ya beye amamra mu a what next ed magana mabuna ne nda so nyina ne say 133 under 24-hour economy ma dwuma no atibi anya bi iron nda so after some penny asan wie no e de make us memne de de ye make sure 10,000 Ghana cedis memne da we ye ene benada ukwada ya wada fiada memne da 10,000 Ghana cedis no be ma nyina say fa phone no say eye Android say ye mo friend say tap bi ana phone bi ekita bia o de dial *887 *787 hash Tio *887 *787 hash. What the 5 Ghana cedis? Ebenya 10,000 cedis. E di free sabre akoya o de dale na e follow prompt this fa kwasa follow prompt this fa kom. Ne e be ka to say e bia de ye ne fa 5 Ghana cedis. Enya 10,000 cedis this Saturday. Amafo di age omo de kra ma sem no ka say o ma sha say twa omo num sa. Onso bere enso nie. Ene kala ka to say utri ye. We di enyam ye du ho afofie 5 Ghana cedis for 10,000 cedis payment dey here because if you dey enemy ya bedwam on Adom TV ya ni etre okanhyi ya ni adwadefo okanhyi ekwakodi enkomo ye hye afiase sen adwadie ekodefa de obe na aba muo sinto be na aba muo di betimi akorete no etifia dey wo okanhyi nko an ye hye yen wo kanhyi efiaba we efiada di enemy ya anapa no so say kim near them near to live on Adom TV. Once again, we the akwasi ensia ora Ishmani Amano Dodu. Ono and a head of innovative finance and my 24-hour economy. Akraba ko there.
Boko.
Every bobotom.
I tried to say.
Yeah, we announce you. 24-hour economy secretary to say.
Yeah. Now, so say the 24-hour economy bill now I'm passing, okay. And President ascending onto acting into.
Okay.
And I say, you pass a say, yeah, can say, accelerating implementation.
Okay.
Yes.
So Ghana babunuya or 2 hour 24-hour economy or 133 yes. 1 job 3 people 3 shift you be say that bay and a chassis
na chassis they say I started who say last year July 3rd
okay
and they just say you be the outdooring of the 24 economy policy document
sure
now so we share 24 economy the misconception is say we dream to say a 133 shifter. Naturally say you are thinking say it's like a destination that we have reached.
Okay.
But a major economic transformation program.
Okay.
The person addressing the challenges our economy say economists is here say once a year GDP is almost 110 billion dollars per annum. Now, as GDP no cost no, and our jobs are buffer. Yeah. Naturally, say what GDP no end to me jobs are we need. I'm not sure. And they will say, very very active. Say we will try and address the economic deformities
okay. The structure of the economy, the structure of the economy, or see a deal with it.
Exactly. So that our GDP cost
okay.
And our jobs so.
So for how long did it me according this structure deficit yeah what currently Emma yentimi and start boom
a process.
Okay.
And it's a painstaking process, as the president or kind.
Yeah.
And normal things I was saying correctly. Number one, sending I bet me add value to your raw material commodities now. Which a cocoa ni timber, a cocoa ni crude oil,
yeah,
any gold.
Okay.
Now we almost always export the raw material.
Yeah.
Now we are manufacturing company crown. If you say we manufacture something in Ghana, now you are also importing the raw materials to do the manufacturing.
Okay.
And then we are depending all of the time on our imports. And we are exporting your jobs now.
Okay.
Outside
through
outside,
raw materials
through
the air economy.
Okay. And it's a say they per se say every commodity are a Ghana. You better me add value to it. So now you import those things. Who's that? Say who share your import bill?
Yeah.
Food import bill now is between $3.2 billion in $3.5 billion. Let's just say over 320 to 350 billion Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
You cannot leave a country like that. And so suppose you import your mwadie to the tune of almost 3.5 billion Ghana cedis. Yemwadie. So you can't run an economy and you might produce one.
Okay.
Now you begin to import them.
Yeah.
And we have the land, and we have the skills. And we have to try and say the first thing to do is you better me substitute your import bill.
Okay, so you can say you say the 24-hour economy is being anchored on the private sector.
Yes.
You identify private sector bia you don't be sure say okay, mona for now, muye way for example, be to say a more. You someone as say mudua mo na mo so ne mo ho eto. Have we identified these companies? Yeah, but bet me support to more. I want me grow to the level or meet me aye 133.
Your implementation strategy then you know come.
Okay.
Yeah, or be a friend of brownfields and greenfields. Greenfields more and more ashasi. Brownfields those who are already doing it.
Okay.
So say I mean the house and you are over 412 such companies on ashasi.
412 companies are starting.
Almost 80% year 3 shifts and about 20% year 1 shift or 2 shifts.
Ghana. 412 companies.
Almost just as long year.
Almost 3 shifts.
3 shifts. 80% of them.
80%. 412 companies. A year morning, afternoon, evening.
Almost running 3 shifts.
Okay.
And now,
industry mayor.
No, most of them are manufacturing industry. And now also they almost running 2 shifts. Almost here manufacturing. Almost small medium enterprises.
Okay.
Almost yes sir.
Okay.
Now, what do almost say? Almost share incentives so that they can sustain the 3 shifts and even expand their production to do new lines of production. Okay. So, now we are working with the Minister of Finance. The incentives is with them. They have looked at it. The industry akasa yahun their incentives be cover.
Okay.
So now incentives for 3 shifts that they obenya. Now time and use of energy, for example, say off peak, now interested when energy costs now but down. So better down so that will to me I take advantage of.
Yeah.
And now say we import machinery to create new lines of production, for example. Then
because we are brownfield.
We are brownfield import duties and so on. Then the greenfields is very exciting. You are opening Volta economic corridor along the Volta basin. Now we are creating a corridor for rice, a corridor for maize, a corridor for vegetables, and then we have the poultry corridors and all the things that we actually normally would import and we don't add value to. Now there a very important corridor say each corridor is value chain. Okay,
fashion me. So this about 400 companies are over 400 companies. You already 133 shifts.
Yes.
How have they been able to sustain themselves in the business from when Adom started? So 133 shifts.
There are a number of companies how Ghana. They say they are exporting to between 10 to 18 different countries within West Africa and particularly outside, and they have. Most of them work in the economic zones and now special economic zones and
Okay.
they have market. The demand is very high.
The already market.
The already market. Exactly.
Okay.
Because made in Ghana goods, it has the qualities that are very unique.
Okay.
So, we share your cocoa in crowd. We need less than 5% of our cocoa seeds that they would need to add as veneer to get the chocolate quality.
Okay.
So our products are very much in high demand.
Yeah.
And these are people that are expanding. They can't even meet their demand. That's why they want the incentives so that they can expand. Now, if they expand, they'll create more jobs. Now, there are over 400 companies that Mark shared. The kind of people that they employ, direct and indirect employment is already 33,000.
33,000?
Already 33,000.
For doing one agenda, 133.
And they are doing because there's demand. You can't force anybody to do 133.
Yeah.
But business will make that decision.
Because the demand is there.
There's demand is there, there's incentives, and there's all the enabling framework for them to be able to do so.
There's a 24-hour community as a TV a year. Mobile no more judgment than some buyer no more starting. 133.
Most of them are companies that they exist already doing. Some of them are doing 133.
Okay.
Before the
change of government.
Before change of government.
Okay.
But they actually responded to the policy because your catcher will say, we're going to bring incentives to enable you to do that.
Okay.
We're going to work with you on your energy cost so that we can manage the energy cost to lower the cost of production and make you competitive. One said we're going to invest in connectivity, aligning finance, aligning transportation, and all of these, bringing in warehousing, coachings, and so that you'll be able to protect the integrity of a product and bring it to the market efficiently. They've heard all these things that we're doing. And when we launched the program, and then it was explicitly said, Year 24 authority to give a legal effect to the 24 economy. I just say, yeah, serious.
Okay.
They responded in a very big way.
Okay. So, CECA say, no incentives be na enenechna aban ebetim dia mom.
So, as for incentives, there are quite a number of them that we have put together.
Okay.
Back in October 2020 and 2025,
yeah.
we worked with Ministry of Finance, Industry, launched the incentives amount. Good consultation. We have to be we have to tread slowly on that because we are already in MF. We have to make sure that we don't, incentives is not, veering us away from all the commitments we have.
Yeah.
But all the things have now been set.
Electricity subsidy count.
Electricity time in use policy, we call it. Off-peak use and so on. There's also other...
But electricity subsidy account, best subsidize electricity consumption
using the time in use policy.
Okay.
Using the time in use policy. And the other thing is also incentives to bring in a mix of energy to lower the cost of energy, including, for example, bringing in what they refer to captive energy, allowing to be able to produce energy through renewable energy sources, mixed with a grid one, to lower your cost of energy use, and to sustain or guarantee continuous power supply for manufacturing.
Okay. Maybe say akwasinsia company may run 3 shifts. Se me ba ban say me electricity we me dodo. Aban emwa me a emwa be na aban betim de aboa me in that regard when it comes to 24-hour economy.
When it comes to 24 economy, we pass the incentives structure. Off-peak use of electricity, form.
Any idea?
Off-peak use, time a lot of people don't use the electricity.
Okay.
And you capitalize on that.
Sabreno. Okay, so that will be from morning to...
We have done the analysis. Okay. At different times that it depends on the locations as well.
Okay,
because you can say the population is not the same. It's not even.
Maybe one more anopa, less. Maybe anopa, busy.
So we look at that, and most of the industries are looking at that. So there's time is used. Then there's going to be direct incentives for those who are going to implement the shift, who will just shift up to create more jobs.
Okay.
And you also have an orientation for export to increase the demand.
Okay.
There will be all those shifts. And then if you want to expand your production because the demand is high, or you want to create new lines of products, all those things. The idea is that we want to make sure there's a lot of jobs.
Okay.
We want to make sure that we don't necessarily import things.
Okay.
We need
so create jobs near how a bit me sustaining your debt as a nation. So aban te enkane abo so de ama wona plug it into the 24-hour economy. Sa ente so no aban asese he for obenye sika de akwakochim se na be ya enso be ye eka emfa na omenso ko enyina nim the energy sector debt wodom and the come na me akofa the 1 Ghana cedi dia ba say ye fan support ko betimi afa so a e betimi twa ka edefo etimi finance ministry etnasia se kwan be na betimi afa so sa loophole na be do because of the subsidy no e betimi afa so ese
so say 24 economy it's a destination we are moving towards.
Okay.
So and to see what is there, the time you use will start. We have we now have a lot of investors out, but they're coming to invest in what they call captive energy.
Okay. Any idea?
Energy, we put it next to the industries.
Okay.
So that when we produce the energy, we demand industries directly.
Okay.
They are able to, their target, say, they very more 5 to 7 cents per kilowatt hour. For example, is less than 1/30th of what we are paying today.
So 5 to 7 cents. So we are,
let's assume there is a 5 to 7 cities.
Okay. Yeah.
Per kilowatt hour. That is very, very important. Now, what you would do with that is that if they will provide for them, and then when they have challenges, the grid can substitute.
Okay.
So in that way, 24/7, you have the energy that you need, and it's also very cheap. So these are the permutations we are putting. The other point is also, before a private sector take a decision to expand new production, even if it has the demand, he has to look at the cost of production.
Yeah.
So, and the cost of production, apart from the energy, he also has to look at other things. To be able to expand. So, for example, if I employ 100 people, and you give me incentives, and I run 3 shifts, I would not just say my employ 300 people.
Okay.
And the 200 people now employ additional employment.
Okay, yeah.
On to a tax, and on to a tax.
Sure.
Now these were 200 people previously no tax. They say on to a tax.
Okay.
And they also would contribute to the economy. So DD.
Yeah.
So they will circulate the economy. And this is how you plow back some of the things you lose through it. This is the power of incentives.
Okay. So 24-hour economy, every name could see by December 2028. Now, share how many companies pass number projections no me active with 24-hour economy.
In fact, say incentives which we unveil in the next few months. Okay. The president can say by April. And he say unveiling research beyond the 400 will be thousands of them.
Thousands.
Because we are working with Association of Ghana Industry.
Okay.
We are working with Ghana enterprise agencies, trade unions now. Okay. We know what they are doing. There are quite a number of them.
Sure.
So most of them are just waiting for themselves. Now, they're also going to an attraction of investors into a number of places.
Okay.
In our industrial parks.
Okay.
The Bible launching Legon Pharmaceutical Innovation Industrial Park to manufacture your vaccines, any essential drugs. That is going to create thousands and thousands of jobs. Then you were cassava corridors.
Okay.
You were launching. You were poultry corridors. I were launching. The Voter Economic Corridor itself.
Okay.
By the time now we have launched and made all these industrial parks coming on stream, it's creating a lot of jobs. Now, first, the industrial park will start with people who build, still through the artisans.
We are hoping say a kickstart fully. Because Ghana for can say production of Ghana is expensive. And yet only light.
Only why do you know why production is expensive? And yet production pay in terms of production is expensive, but even transporting goods. The whole Africa. I think that I got a statistics for one of my colleagues. And I'll catch him say, just read that it costs 60 times more to transport goods from farm gate to market for Ghana.
In Ghana?
Than many African countries. And did you know the price commodities or katamatuna is because of the transport.
Okay.
And that's what we are trying to address through the voter economic corridor.
Okay.
So now, so that the movement of goods,
okay,
it will
push back all
the express highway now.
Okay.
And to all this infrastructure government by any railways now, it's really going to lower the cost of production food by more than 60%.
All right, Ishmael ni Amano Dodu, head of Innovative Finance Partnership, 24-hour economy. And you know me say no actually going to part of 24-hour economy started with about 400 companies on board. You're me 133 according to Ishmael ni Dodu. Because a Friday, you know share our kanshi with Begum, Muhobi, a fiaman or sister Sandy B a guy. Kejuana Casansuo, Mame Boatima, the Fantido, or Pia Unim Bedum Subiano, Friday, 7 a.m. Pepe, or Kaishi, or any bedroom you if they are bro. It's only got our Kaishi Kwadi and Pacho, but a Friday membership. But I said a business, I shall say the amount of fee, seem to a year womb, Becawasem, Nempen Funti, 81 more, F. Weapony, and I said, Bray, Ojevre, bye. Media Quasi is Yamia watch that I doubt for Edmire. On a Simon Wachi, Adom Cassie, Etwaso, Aka.